now I am making me some bow fillers. And what I did was, I've done this, I think, 4 or 5 videos back, but I took some muslin and I cut it to fit my paper and ran it through my printer. Well, I ironed it on and then made sure there wasn't any wrappings or anything. Ran it through my printer and printed them off. And then I just went around and cut them all out. And then I took some material, just different material. I just put this, you know, like my image down on there and just cut around it and didn't really measure or anything. And now I've done these here so far. And this here, I didn't like the color of it, so I put some coffee, and I had to just do it kind of on the edges, some instant coffee in warm water, because I did one. Let's see, which one did I do? This one. I sprayed it like that, and it started, because the ink, I wasn't thinking the ink started running, and I hit it real fast with a heat gun to get it stopped. But these, I just went around the edges, just kind of like that. Anyways, then I took some Wonder Under, cut a piece off, and I've got that here. I got to fit that on there, really. Cut around it. And now I'm just going to iron it down on that. Just got my little iron here. It goes up to 385, that's all. Now, kind of let that cool for just a minute. Then I'll pull it off, the backing off, the paper off. If I see it's not sticking down, I'm going to re-iron it because I don't have it down good. There, pull the paper backing off. Now, I'll take my material and just eyeball it. Because they're primitive, they're not supposed to be perfect. Take another piece of material and I'm going to lay over that. And then I'm just going to iron it on. Alright, then, where's my other piece? I'm going to take this to my sewing machine. And I'll just make, I'll just run a stitch on top like this. But I'll leave a spot to stuff it. And then I'll stuff it a little bit. But I think before I do that, I'm going to go over each one of them. I've got some black thread. I'll have to, I think I have white thread on my machine. I'll have to do a bobbin and this. And I'm just going to run, just to be kind of decorative, some black stitching over here. Then I'll put those together and just do a top stitch on top, leaving it open to stuff it, and then take it back to my machine and sew it shut. And that'll be my bowl stuffers. And I thought I'd show you what I have here. I have that one, and there's the one I sprayed that kind of ran, but it doesn't look bad. And this one, trying to see if I'm in frame. And that one, and then the crow. I made 5 of them. And I'm trying to, I know I bought this one off of Etsy because I've used it in a project before. But these, it seems like there was a site that was $1 graphics or something like that. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. But it's been a while. I've had them just back on my file. And I was going through there trying to find something for bowl stuffers, and I picked these out, but I don't really remember where I got them. So, anyways, now I'm going to take these to the machine, go around here, and then put them together, go around that again. Stuff them and sew them back up. This is a frame that I thrifted from the thrift store, and it's wood, and it was 50 cents. I'll remove this bow here, or hanger. I don't know if I'll reuse it or not, but I'm going to take that out of there. I'll use that to put this picture here on. I got this off of Etsy. I'll leave the link down below. It'll take me a little bit to get it back in there, but that's what it is. But I think with this bucket and stuff, I want to make this frame look rusty. But I did put some spackling in the corners and starting to crack again. I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going over it with Mod Podge and cinnamon and making the frame look rusted, and I think that's fitting for the sunflowers, the rusty bucket, and everything. So I'm going to get started on that. And there's one of my little clips that fell out. Set this picture aside so I don't ruin it. Take out the, now I didn't get the, there, it came out. I'm going to bend these kind of back in so I can work with this. And I'm just going to take my Mod Podge and start resting this frame up. That wind, that wind, that wind. Till it's March. I'll do this half and then I'll tip that cinnamon up, put it back in my container because I'm really using a lot of it. I'll do this part here right fast. You'll see what it looks like. And then I'll do the rest of it off camera. Tap it. Yeah, there's spots that doesn't have anything. We'll see what it looks like, but I definitely need it where I have that spackling. Okay, I'm going to let that dry a bit, and then I'm going to go to this side and finish this up. Okay, it is dry. I'm going to brush it off. See if I need to coat it anywhere else. So far, it's looking fine. Oh, this one hadn't been brushed. It's pretty thick right there. I think that's good. See, there's some spots that's not heavily covered. The only ones I'm worried about is right in here. I think I'm going to have to go, I don't know. I'm going to try it. If I need to cover it more, I will. But I am going to put this cinnamon back in the cinnamon jar. That's good. I better set it aside or I will be spilling it. And find my brush. I'm going to kind of dab it on. And I'll have to let it dry and see if I need to spot touch it anywhere. I'm going to continue on and just do this all over it and let it dry and see how it looks. Well, I think the frame turned out just perfect. I love the way it looks. I only had to give it one coat. The corners just look like it's just a little different rusted color. And I think that's going to be perfect for the photo that I printed out. And I'm going to take the photo and just going to use a glue stick. I still got my 50-cent sign on there. And glue it down onto this. Just making sure the edges are good. Okay. Oh, the wind. I'll be glad when it stops. I want to make sure that's right. Pretty sure it is. Looks good. Push it down on there. I need a paper towel. That'll glide across it easier than my hand. Yeah, we'll put it in the frame and see what it looks like. Okay, it is in there just right. And I have several that fell out that'll stick back in here in just a little bit. Alright, that is the way it turned out. I love the way it looks. That's going to be cute just tucked on a shelf, tucked up by something, or hanging in an area that I need something small. I love the way that looks and the way the frame turned out.